In this video, I am going to share my experience with different side hustles I have tried so far. If you're new here, my name is Agnes. I am a data scientist living in Kochi. So, what is a side hustle? A side hustle is something that people do to make a little bit of side income uh, while doing a full-time job or while studying. If you clicked on this video by watching the title and thumbnail, I assume that you already know what a side hustle is. Before getting into the video, let me give you an introduction. My name is Agnes. I have close to 4 years of experience as a full-time data scientist, and I have a master's in computer science. So on this channel, I make videos about data science, how to get into data science, advice for juniors or students who wants to get into data science. I also create content on productivity tips, personal development, things that I'm really interested in. If you feel like that's something you would enjoy, uh, subscribe to the channel and keep watching the video. This video is all about my side hustles. I've tried so many side hustles since I was a student. I've tried micro jobs, I've tried running an Etsy shop, I've tried faceless YouTube channels, I've tried selling my designs on Redbubble. I've tried uh, Kindle Direct Publishing for low content books. So one by one, I'll get into each of them and explain what it is and what I learned from each experience. So you'll get an understanding of what works and what did not work for me. So the first one, micro jobs. I got exposed to micro jobs when I was doing my master's on a semester break. I was at my parents' place, and there was this uh, Malayalam Manorama is a local newspaper which is extremely popular in Kerala. There was this article on one of the Sunday supplements about this guy who, after completing his MBA or something, he was earning 50k by just doing 50k a month. So 50k Indian rupees. All the amounts I'm sharing in this video will be in Indian rupees unless I'm specifically saying that it's in dollars. So he was earning 50k a month by just doing micro jobs. So I read the article and I got inspired. I thought, I have a laptop and internet. Why don't I do it? I have a lot of time on my hand. I have a lot of free time too. So I just signed up for microworkers.com, something that was the website, I think, and started looking for gigs. So most of the jobs were like, leaving reviews on Amazon, and stuff like data collection. For example, you go to your nearby supermarket, take a photo of 10 different types of okay, three, four different types of. You go to the nearby supermarket, take photos of 10 or 5 different types of tomatoes that are available, stuff like that. Simple things. You don't need any hard skills for it, but you'll get a few cents, or maybe $1 or $2. So that's the thing. You can earn this tiny amounts and you can build it up. That's how it works. These days I feel like there are a lot of annotation jobs for AI, things like that. There are a lot of apps that do this. I couldn't do a lot of them because my parents live in a hill station and we didn't have any, it's not a crowded place. We didn't have any supermarkets or shops in like 3 kilometer radius. So I just dropped that project. But this is what you can do after doing like one or two, like few things. I felt like it's not rewarding because it's just random jobs and it doesn't feel like you're making progress towards any goal. That's how I felt. So I just stopped doing micro jobs, and that was that. So if you're a student and you have a lot of free time, you can try micro workers or micro jobs. They are just simple tasks. So that was that. Next side hustle I tried was Kindle Direct Publishing. Kindle Direct Publishing is for people who wants to publish their books on Amazon without using a publishing house. Anybody can publish their own books on Amazon. Amazon can definitely ban your account if your content doesn't align with their guidelines, but you don't need to find a publisher and do the whole thing. There's this huge side hustle called KDP, no content, low content books. So these are books like coloring books, journals, notebooks, plain notebooks, line notebooks, things like that. I think I have close to like 50 notebooks on my Amazon account. And I sold one book to someone in Japan. It was such a great feeling. But that was that. I did spend a lot of time on designing and building the book, but didn't make me any money. My designs were mediocre. A lot of the books have mediocre designs, but they sell really well because of the pricing or just because they started early. Right now, uh, or even a few years ago when I started, KDP was saturated. That was the experience. And if you run arts, a lot of these side hustles has to, I mean, if you run arts, you might get a few sales, but then Amazon will take a big cut and you'll get a little bit of money for each sale. You have to make a lot of sales to make a reasonable amount of money through KDP. If you are an amazing artist with very unique skills, you might be able to create really nice coloring books or something in a specific niche, which would definitely sell, I guess. People love to give books as gift. Most of the KDP people make money during the holidays when people give things to children, to parents. So there's a big niche of KDP, low content, no content books. It's mostly low content is what sells now. So also you have to do a lot of work upfront and build your profile to succeed in KDP. I had one sale in my KDP account. So another side hustle that I started all this side hustle either during the pandemic or when I was a student. So another side hustle I started during the pandemic was a faceless YouTube channel. So I was so afraid of just putting my face on a YouTube channel, which I don't know. I was so just this was before all those AI YouTube channels popping up, and there were a few YouTube channels. They would just upload music with just a cover image, 1 hour nature sound, stuff like that. So I started one of them, and I quickly got tired because I'm not a music person. I found it very repetitive. I didn't have any subscribers, maybe 5, 6 subscribers, no views, nothing. It was just I spend a lot of like time. I mean, it doesn't take much to edit because it's just music and a cover image. So after a while, it's a really good niche for people who can produce music. There are really good sometimes I do listen to these music, like white noise when you really want to focus on something, but there's a lot of noise around you. You listen to white noise music. So I do listen to channels like that. So um, if you are willing to do a lot of upfront work and build a channel, it might work. But I feel like right now it's a little bit saturated. There are so many channels like that. This is the thing with side hustles. The timing matters a lot. If you are someone who can come, you can create music and you love music, this might work for you. Another thing is that you may not be able to put ads in between, because even if it's like a 2 3 hour video, you cannot put ad in the middle of a meditation music, or you can put ads at end and in the beginning. I'm not really sure about the profitability of the niche. It was something I did, and that channel no longer exists. Also, I mean, with AI you can do it, but I'm not really sure if YouTube will allow you to monetize fully AI content. So YouTube might you know change its guidelines. The next thing I started was my personal blog. I still run it. doesn't make any money. I hosted it on Bluehost and built it using WordPress just because if I ever want to put ads on it, it should be possible. In order to make any kind of money from your personal blog, you need a lot of viewers, like hundreds of thousands of viewers. My blog, at this point, my blog is a place for me to organize my content before creating a video, or just it's more like a draft. Also, Google, I mean, it's really difficult to rank on Google as a personal blog unless you are writing about a very specific niche and you are bringing audience from some other social media. So otherwise it's really difficult to rank, because if you look at Google, if these days Google is ranking for mostly big media companies. Like if you search for anything related to health, you'll see mostly the top most result will be from Healthline or Cleveland Clinic or Mayo Clinic or something. As a personal blog, it's really hard to rank on Google. And building a blog takes a lot of upfront SEO work, and you have to pump a lot of content. Running a personal website is a really good place to showcase your skills and build a portfolio and build a personal brand for your future prospects, or if you are a freelancer, it will help you. So the next thing was an Etsy shop. This is the only place where I made even a little bit of money. So I ran an Etsy shop for I think 2 years. I used to sell Canva templates for shops. I'll create templates and share the link with through Etsy. When they purchase my product, they'll get the link. They'll just click on the link, add the template to their account, and they can do whatever they want with the template. So I made almost 16 sales on Etsy from just one product, and it was great. It was a great feeling. Etsy is not that popular in India. I've never seen people buying stuff from Etsy in India. I think I heard about Etsy from some YouTuber claiming to make like $10,000 from Etsy selling digital products and digital prints and stuff. But generally, I enjoyed the whole Etsy experience. In order to start an Etsy shop, you have to go through a verification. They'll call you, they'll take you through all the steps. They'll verify if you're a genuine shop owner, and they'll give you a few free listings when you start. After that, you have to pay for each listing. It's a few cents, but it will add up when you pay in Indian rupees. I didn't make any significant profit from Etsy. I learned a lot about SEO. I learned a little bit of sales and marketing, how to promote your product on Pinterest and stuff like that. That's it. Keywords, that's it. Actually, it is originally made for, it's an Irish company. It's made for uh, handcrafted items from artists, and it's a place for, like artists, ceramics, jewelry, stuff like that. You can sell physical products on Etsy. That will probably, will be a success if you have a unique creation, but then you have to handle shipping and customs and everything. So selling physical products was not at all on my mind. I chose digital products because they are not location dependent. So digital products are stuff like wallpapers, not wallpapers, like digital prints. They'll buy the PDF or you know vectors, vector images, or just PNG files, and they'll print them and frame them, and they can put it in their home way cheaper than buying frames. People used to do it, but that niche is so saturated on Etsy. There are a lot of other niches like notion templates, wedding related templates. There are a lot of good stuff, well designed templates, but you have to put in a lot of upfront work to get any kind of success, because digital products in Etsy are extremely saturated unless you have knowledge in a very specific niche and you are willing to research and put a lot of effort without reward first. Also, you might have to run ads for a while to get sales. Also, there are some scams running on Etsy. I'll talk about them later. I'll talk about scams that I have encountered while doing side hustle. So the next thing is Notion templates. So you can basically sell, Notion templates. Notion templates take a lot of time building. I'm not just talking about just simple databases or one page templates. I'm talking about like life organization templates and stuff like that. So it takes a lot of time and effort to build. Once you build them, my plan was to sell it on Etsy. There are already a lot of people selling Notion templates on Etsy, but while I was thinking about it, Notion actually launched their own marketplace. That might be a good idea. I haven't done it. It's something that's on my mind. I know a lot of people sell Notion templates on their own websites and they make a lot of money. It's something that you needs a little bit of work, still a possibility. But the problem is when your product is so dependent on a platform like Canva, Notion, they could change their guidelines anytime. One experience I had is that while this happened after I closed down my Etsy shop. So Canva, so when you sell templates on Canva, you have to share the link. So I would put my link in a PDF and underneath a button, and I would give the PDF as the product. When the buyer gets the PDF, it will have all the details to add the template to their Canva account. So that's how it works. And Canva kind of changed the working of their links like a few months ago. The old links no longer work, so you will have to make product, new PDFs for all the products that are on Etsy. Think about people who have like uh, thousands of listings on Etsy. There are people who have thousands of listings. You have to be ready for situations like that when you're depending a lot on just one tool. I've also tried freelancing on Upwork and Fiverr. So on Fiverr, I started this after quitting my last job. So I was supposed to like move out of Kochi like last year, and we due to some personal reasons we had to stay here for one more year. So I started freelancing. My first option was Fiverr and see if there's any interesting work. So I started Fiverr. So Fiverr has this uh, structure where you have to create gigs for services that you provide. For example, I created two gigs, for one for content writing and another one for building machine learning models. I got messages from a lot of scammers, specifically on the content writing gig. I think they are looking for people, who join who are new joinees on Upwork, sorry, Fiverr, and whose services are pretty common. So they'll just message you with too good to be true offers on Fiverr and Upwork and most of the platforms. If it's too good to be true, it's probably a scam. So Upwork, I encountered way less scammers on Upwork than on Fiverr, because on Fiverr the employers approaches you, but on Upwork you have to request or you have to apply for jobs to the employers. On Upwork, they can approach you as the customer service team. They will take you to a link and they will give you, they'll ask you to enter your bank information. Never do it. Same thing has happened to me on Etsy too. They'll, so, you can easily spot it because on Etsy you have like a banner with the real customer service team, but the fake customer service team will have same profile picture, the same name, but pay attention to the details. Their messages may not be consistent. There will be grammatical errors, spacing errors, spelling mistakes. uh, the links, pay attention to the links that they send. The link URL, you have to see if the real upwork.com. So there may be random numbers, random letters, gibberish before the domain, things like that. You have to pay attention while working on these freelance platforms. There are other freelance platforms like TopTal, there's Freelancer, there's Conja. I haven't tried them. Maybe I will in the future, and I'll share the experience with you. So on Fiverr, when they contact you, they might be asking you to come to Telegram. They might be spelling Telegram with emojis. That's definitely a scam. It's so obvious. You can also freelance on LinkedIn by creating services. While freelancing, it's there's a lot of competition. A lot of people will undercut you for your services, and it's just really difficult to build a really good, get your first few reviews and build a good profile. With more freedom comes more responsibility and work, but everybody should try it once in a while and see if it fits for you, to understand the demand for your skill set in the market, and it's a really good experience. So in a nutshell, none of the side hustles are passive income. There's no passive income. You either earn right away after doing the work, or you put in the work upfront and earn later. All of these things have increased my skill set in so many ways, and I don't regret doing any of them, to be really honest. So that's all for today's video. I am in the middle of job search right now, so I'll be making videos on my job search experience, my plan, my strategies on getting a data science job in the next 6 months, how I optimize my LinkedIn, how I optimized my resume for the job market that I'm exploring. So stay tuned for that. If you like the video, if you like this video, go watch other videos on my channel, share, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.